Welcome, Life of Tarocchi, back with another tarot reading. I hope you are well. This reading is for anyone who sees this video. So, I connect with my higher self and all dealings of spirit and spiritual in nature. This includes your higher self in discussion with mine, and any spiritual energies in between. Once you've clicked on this reading, you're engaging in a blessing of knowledge that is for your discernment in your overall protection and direction in life. Even though negative energies exist, I will not entertain fear, but will acknowledge the learnings and teachings from all sources to be used as divine purpose only. Today, we will read the energies from negative to positive and how this affects the mind, the body, and the spirit. Any dark or envious energies will be sent to the light for cleansing, and it will not be returned. It will be dealt with from the highest source, meaning that it will be exposed for positive outcomes in learnings of cycles of life. I allow the light and love to prosper in all versions of life for the better good of all. With all protection from love and love only, so it shall be. So welcome to your reading. Okay. Let's see where we're going. All right, take it away, Spirit. Where are we going? What are we doing? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so these cards, where the cards land, there's an indicator of where in life Spirit is wanting to speak about certain situations. So we've got a couple of cards here coming out in the 11th and 10th house. So this is focused on social outcomes or social environments, meaning friends, large groups of people, places, events, the internet, technology. Anywhere when anyone can be a part of as a mass group, okay? The 10th house is about your purpose, your direction in life. This is like, it could be a career path, even though work is over here, but this is work and career are kind of almost the same, but they are kind of separate. Okay, so this is like an overall direction in life where you're heading to a higher purpose, and it's sitting in the social avenues, okay? So what we have here is the Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So this energy is telling me that you're have been lacking some support from, it doesn't necessarily have to be a mother, but it is the mothering energy that nurtures us all, okay? Mothers have a very tough role in society. And if we look at past times, you know, before the war, women were set at home and they were homebodies. And women had more than one role, of course. They had to keep the household up and running. They're also responsible for the emotions and the physical, emotional, and spiritual support of those in their household. So a mother has a huge job. Moving forward, you know, mothers have had to play more mothers are multifaceted, but since the world has changed, mothers have had to go to work and also uphold all of the household responsibilities. So that's a really big task for any one person. And this doesn't mean females in general. It's speaking to the people who mother their environments, okay? So the people who are most caring in their environments. And this is talking about how do you mother yourself in social aspects, okay? So this, I feel like the entire world is suffering from not enough nurturing, because our mothers have been pulled left, right, and center and called to do other duties outside of the home. Now, I'm not saying that a woman should be at home or a mother should be at home, but that role does exist in every household. There is a nurturing carer in every household, okay? That is the energy I'm referring to. So if you're a male and you take care of your household, you cook, you clean, you look after your children's emotions, spiritual well-being and physical well-beings, then you are therefore providing that nurturing care as if a mother would. Okay, I think today our society, masculine and feminine energies are very much obscured. And so everyone is doing the best that they can to uptake those responsibilities and provide nurturing to those who they can when they can. Okay, so someone's not feeling nurtured enough. All right, so Spirit's saying by placing this card here that mothering is an art, and it's learned from personal experience. You know, how were you raised and how you choose to raise others around you, whether it's the same or you've changed technique or whatever. But this is saying how you care for yourself is part of a greater outcome. Okay, the second card we have here is you're being called to a journey. Okay, so where you're going, you're needing to ensure that you are looking after yourself, you're mothering yourself, because when you can present these qualities, people feel the warmth from you. They feel that you care. And this oozes, right? All right, so the underlying energy, we have inner soul, soul-led, the mystic, and living courageously. So this is the rose thread. I have mixed two decks up here. All right, so you yourself, you consider yourself a mystic, someone who's tapped in to things that are logical, but all other things that aren't necessarily said aloud, right? A mother has to be able to know what people or a child needs, because the child themselves may not be able to articulate what it is that they need. So a mother comes in and provides that care, that support, that nurturing capacity, so that child feels safe. Okay, so what this is here is that when you mother yourself, you're actually mothering your entire environment surrounding you. And because you're so good at nurturing, you're being called to use your responsibilities and your skill set on the broader level. Okay, so I feel like Spirit here is calling all nurturers to the board, right? All mystics, all nurturers, anyone who considers to be, you know, care for another within the mother energies. All right. So, okay. One more card, please, Spirit. Okay, so if you've watched any of my past readings, you don't have to, but I'll try and explain as we go along. Cards facing up, your energy, and cards facing down is someone else's energy outside of yours. So central is your thinking, your solar energy, like right in the middle. And then outside is all the aspects of life, right? So we've got someone else's energy in your service to work or your daily routines. Okay, so what's being said here? What we have here, the mystic rose. Yeah, so you have a lot of mystical energy, magical energy. However you care for yourself, it's like people can't work out, you know, everyone's self-care is to their own, but it's like I feel like maybe others have judged you for the way that you nurture yourself. So what we have, the mystic rose, someone else's energy in your service to work. So someone else might be seeing how compassionate you are, how much devotion you put into care, to love, to nurture, to raise, to guide. We've got humility. So this is someone who's really aware of the emotions that one human could experience. And to guide others, especially in the workplace or something you're doing on the daily basis as a routine. Humanity and grace, okay? So this is that art form coming through grace. What we have here is transformation, so release the petals. Maybe someone's asking you to take this transformation on. We've got death and rebirth, okay? So maybe you're going through a career transition, so work, or maybe you're changing up the things that you do on a daily basis, and how you choose to nurture yourself is directly reflecting the love to others, okay? So shedding, all change. So there's huge change here. See how this particular card here, the mystic rose, but the roses are all above the head. So however you relate to roses, you're free to interpretate that looking through a rose petal, or someone seeing your face as beautiful as a rose, okay, as beautiful as a flower. We've got pink and red here. So pink are matters of the heart. So this is someone who can see where someone's hurting and be able to, instead of having that red hurt pain, this is someone who's able to transmute the redness to the pinkness. So making it a bit more lighthearted. It feels lighter and it's okay to process. Okay. We've got mothering energies. Okay. Those of you who don't have children, you know, this is talking about you reflecting on how you nurture your projects at work, how you service yourself at work in relation to others, okay? So what's being acknowledged here is that your mind, body, and spirit is a magnitude of force, being that you are so much love. So much love. And because you've got so much love, you're being called into your higher purpose, okay? All right, so Spirit, can you please confirm the Star Mother here? How can you mother yourself? All right. So, this energy here is coming up through, there's something you're thinking about, perhaps leaning towards when it comes to creative endeavors, and it's being triggered by this person maybe encouraging you in a different direction. So we've got magical healing is around at this time. Wow. Okay. And feeling like a stranger. Okay. So someone, either you're going through a great change, or you're helping someone through a great change. Or vice versa, someone's helping you through a great change because they see the love that you provide, the support that you actually are. Over here, we've got news. So information's coming in. It's kind of like between February and March, okay? So that's like the timing. Yeah, okay, 3 to 7 weeks, which is like, I'm filming this on the 1st of February, okay? So yeah, 3 to 7 weeks would set us into February and March, or in between. Okay, so you're receiving some new love is coming into your life. Okay, new love is coming into your life, 3 to 7 weeks. Ooh. This could, someone could, okay, so if you're not creating something, this also could be a new blessing into the family. Okay. What's this? More love is coming to you. Okay. All right. So these cards are facing the 7th and 8th house, meaning that this love is referring to partnerships and relationships. Okay. So those really close ties you keep in your life, whether it be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, fiancés. We can have close partnerships within business. So this is creating a new project at business, birthing a new project. But we've got the 8th house here as well. So there's change and transformation indicating here from work to service, but also through to there's some type of nurturing quality you've inherited. Okay, and it's got called dad here. So whether you're a male or female, or however you want to identify, that doesn't matter. We're speaking about energies here. So everyone has a father and everyone has a mother, okay? And you know who those people are in your life. What we have here is called dad, okay? Because you're being called onto a greater purpose, you're needing to ask your father, or the person who cared for you, or the person who knows what was going on at the time around your birth, okay? Soul contracts, because this is energy is coming up and it's something that's meant to be, okay? So you're being called to bring your love with you, okay? Be yourself, be authentic, because no one else can compare to you, right? No one. You are yourself and no one else is like you. And I just heard someone's like a spirit say, even what about twins, you know? even though twins might have the same resemblance on the outside, they are still their own unique soul who is incubating within that body, right? They still are separate beings. They do have a soul connection though, okay? But they are themselves in relation to another. Okay. Leave your doubt at the door because this is meant for you, okay? So Spirit's wanting you to leave any worries behind. Just bring your cup of love. Just be your lovely self, okay? What we have here, money gives options. You are responsible for your happiness. All right, so we've got a couple of things coming in. We've got more love coming in, whether that's however you feel and receive love, that's what that means for you. We do have, I am getting pregnancy from here, but this could be an announcement of pregnancy, or this could be like someone letting you know they're pregnant. If this is in the workplace, someone's sort of shifting you into deepening your partnerships and relationships, and this is bringing great change into your life, okay? Because we've got money here. Money gives options. So we've got an inflow of money coming in, whether you're shifting your work or your service, but more money is coming in here, right? Money gives us options, but money doesn't actually make us happy. It just makes things a little easier. So everyone is responsible for their thoughts and actions, meaning that if you're a grumpy person, then you're probably going to behave grumpy. If you're a happy person, then people are going to gravitate towards that happiness because they're feeling that divine connection within you, okay? A mother's love, nurturing, kind, and giving. Okay, so we've got mother out here twice. We've got mystic out here twice. And we've got dad here. So we do have, we've got mum, dad, mum, all right? So whether this is talking about your mother's father's mother, or this is talking about you are the mother, your partner is the father, and we're speaking about the child coming in. Or this is you mothering a project at work, and there's a masculine business partner who is very logical, who is giving you direct input, enable for you to produce the quality of work that you're doing, or they're pushing you in that direction, okay? Okay, we have here on the underlying energy that lucky coin also means someone values you as currency. Okay, so this is someone who's walking along the street, or you're out and about and you see a coin on the ground. Whether you pick that up or not, that's up to you. I feel like everyone's got their own interpretations of what they mean. For me, I only pick a coin up if it's tails. So if it's heads up, I'll flip it for someone else and then they receive that luck. But also noting that when I've seen that coin, Spirit's letting me know that I'm being valued in a good way. Okay, so, if you're seeing any coins on the ground, you're being valued deeply. And your essence is of good currency, okay? All right, so you're being called to a journey. What's this journey, Spirit? Okay, so there's something on TikTok. And there's something about saying yes. Okay, so we've got the 12th house here with just say yes. So the 12th house is, so the 12th house deals with your subconscious, spiritual connections, hidden enemies. This is also like psychic abilities, because Pisces are that water energy, so they're tapped into their emotions. So psychic and mystic abilities come from emotions, right? From feeling things. So in order to articulate what you're feeling, then that becomes the translation of psychic energy. That's what that means for me. Okay, so we've got here, just say yes. So we could be referring to something in March. Something's going on TikTok, or you're going to see something on TikTok that really drives you forward, and you're like, oh, whoa, right? So there's something. If it's not TikTok, it is a social media platform, but TikToks come straight out over compassion, devotion, and humility, humanity, and grace. Okay, so If you are on TikTok, there's something or a message you're going to receive through some type of algorithm where you are like, oh, F yes, F yes. Okay, so it's just that feeling where it's like, oh, this completely ignites me. Like this, what I just heard opened my heart, and I didn't think I had more love within me. Like this is just something that just, like when TikTok came out, like I'm a late bloomer on TikTok. I've only just gotten on TikTok within the last couple of months. But for those of you who have been on TikTok for much longer, you know, you've got a better understanding of what's going on. So there's something there that you've either been doing, producing, or reviewing, okay? Something about TikTok. What's this here, TikTok? Spirit. Okay. All right, so something about TikTok, feathers and angels, spirit symbols of their presence. Okay, so for me, like, we're constantly being shown signs and symbols all the time, and you have to use your discernment. Okay, you have to use your discernment, and the easiest way to use your discernment is getting to know yourself, what you like, what you don't like, where you're comfortable, where your skills are. You know, the more you know yourself, the easier it is to make decisions. What we have is, okay, so feathers are significant, all right? Feathers are indicating some type of communication between your angels, your spirit guides, okay? And they're making their presence known through TikTok in particular, or social media platforms like TikTok. We have magic wand. So we've got mystic, magical, and magic wand. So you are it's like you're so magical. People, it's like people who are not on your side, they're like, how is he or she or they doing this? How is this possible? Okay, because what this is new. It's so new. All right. Okay, so yeah, you're being shown something, a pathway and a big decision is coming your way. It's of family related matters and you will make the right decision. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's just what I was saying. The better you know yourself, the easier it is to decide. And what we have here, so cut the cord and let the emotional attachments go. Okay, so just to clarify what I said before with this Pisces energy, like someone operating in the Pisces energy, whether this is dealing with a hidden enemy, like someone who's a friend to your face but they backstab you behind your back. So this type of energy is like you're moving away from that energy, and being able to read from emotions gives you your psychic abilities. Okay, when you know yourself and the energy you're feeling, great. And then you go out to a social environment, you're aware of what your energy is because you've checked in with yourself. When you're in that environment, you start picking up other energies, whether you're watching a video, anything on YouTube, whether you're speaking to a person, whether you are viewing an object, whatever you're doing. If you can decipher that external energy and how it's affecting you, and if it's not of love, then cut the cord, right? If it's making you feel negative, if it's drawing you down, cut the cord, make the change. Okay, because what's coming into your life is so beautiful that there is no room for BS. Okay, there's no room for crap because it's new, and what we bring through is this. New gives me this like revelation, something new being folded out, being rolled out. Okay. All right, so we've got not friends here. So a loved one is here with you from the other side. Your energy keeps me grounded, and that is something to explore from a life partner. Okay, so because you've got this big love energy with you, you also walk with a great spiritual team around you. Now, this affects people in different ways, whether they take that positively or negatively. If they take it negatively because they're not operating in their energy of love, that's okay. All love is found within, okay? Love and mothering is an art. No two relationships should be the same. okay? If you broke up with someone in the past because of A, B, C, D, and because of, you know, they A, B, C, D, and you A, B, C, D, you're not going to look for that same type of relationship moving forward, okay? So this is like making that transition away from negative attachments, okay? So emotional attachments, we talk about spiritual attachments, any type of, right? Spirits can only attach to physical matter. Now, it's up to you to decipher whether that's positive and negative, and whether what that energy is actually trying to teach you. And we can all be, emotions are the reasons why we are manipulated, okay? People, places, and things can manipulate our emotions. Like I said before, when you're tapped into yourself for the morning, these are my energies today, this is my emotions, I'm feeling A, B, C, D. When you go out to the environment, okay, my energy is shifting. Is this my energy, or is this someone else's energy projecting over me? Okay, so when you're feeling those negative energies are trying to come over yours, cut the cord. Don't delve into those negative emotions, because you're needing to keep things positive. Keep things in love, all right? Love, love, love. This is a past life story, so listen in. Okay. I'll be telling a past life story, apparently. Okay, a handbag with lots of pockets, so dig deeper. All right, Spirit, you're going to have to guide me to how am I delivering this past life story in. Okay. What's the past life? Okay, it's talking about childcare. Childcare's come up. All right. Wow. Okay, in a past life, something to do with childcare. All right, so we've got housework, childcare, indentured servitude. Indentured servitude. I've not noted that before. Okay. Okay, when I read that word, in, okay, so something's coming in or being offered. Dent, meaning that it's leaving a mark there, okay? And chud means that we're able to see that mark and see the repercussions. Now, servitude implies that someone is of service to reading the indentation and the effects of that mark, okay? Ooh. I just heard Spirit say birthmark, okay? Not everybody has a birthmark, but it is believed that birthmarks are signs and symbols of how a past life was lived before passing. So some say, like, when the body, if you believe in past life reincarnation, this is talking about when we're birthed into the world, there's a level of trauma, and when we pass, there's a reflection of trauma. Okay, so if that energy is not sorted, then it comes back through to relearn. So a handbag with lots of pockets, dig deeper. A past life story. So this is in relation to childcare. Maybe you were this child in the past, or someone tied to your energy was a child in your past. Okay, now if you don't relate to, I'm saying, like, being reincarnated, if you just can't relate to that, then this is talking about someone who's lost a child. So this could, trigger warning, so this is talking about someone who's perhaps had to endure abortions because the living circumstances were unsafe, or this is someone who is having a miscarriage or had a miscarriage in the past. Okay, yeah, I just got goosebumps then. So Spirit's like, yeah, that's speaking to, miscarriages. Okay. And I just want to say here, I'm not a mother of any sort. I do try and provide love and nurturing care to everything and one and place that I do, although it is exhausting, right? If you're feeling exhausting giving love, then that love is not meant to be given over there, okay? If that's too exhausting for you, then you're needing to bring your love back in and move forward. Now, I'm not saying you need to leave anybody, but this is talking about being aware of that within inside your body and how you're feeling, okay? So something about a past life here. Where that child couldn't come through in the past, this child's coming through now, okay? 3 to 7 weeks. So this is a very motherly love. This is quite beautiful. So that child you've been waiting and waiting and waiting for, see, because this energy here is, you know, when someone's pregnant, they hold their belly, but this person's holding their heart and their chest, okay? So there's something about speaking about matters of the heart with regards to mothering, nurturing, and providing care to children. Okay, so the energy here is to make that past life even. So what's happening is where you felt, you know, that miscarriage took place, perhaps something in the timing may have obscured that energy from coming through. So that child, that spirit baby has always been around you, okay? And the time is coming, 3 to 7 weeks, okay? So even though I am recording this reading on the 1st of February 2024, the time is 1:23 p.m. When you receive this reading is for you, okay? Regardless of time, this is talking about a February, March. So this is either falling pregnant, announcing pregnancy, or giving birth, okay? So any one of those three. Now I just got a second meaning for this, say yes. Your spirit baby is waiting for you to feel like you are ready. Your spirit baby is waiting for you to know and feel when you are ready, that baby will come through, because that baby is waiting. Whoa, I did not expect this this reading at all. Okay, so Spirit, let's take me through. Where are we going? All right, we're going to do dreams and oracles here. So what's this past life story and listen in? We got a handbag here. What I'm seeing is like, I don't do handbags anymore. They annoy me. That's my personal opinion. I like to travel light. But for someone in the past, or this is like talking about someone who carries a really big bag, and I'm seeing someone put their hand in and they're trying to find the lip gloss or the one item they're trying to find, but because the bag's so big, it tends to be more stuff goes in, right? And I guarantee you that bag that you cart around all day, you probably may have only used 3 items out of that bag, and you've probably got 50 things in there, okay? So this is talking about digging a bit deeper, okay? So someone's hand's trying to... What I'm seeing is when you aligned your mind to love and nurture and care for yourself, this baby will come through. And I'm not saying you haven't before. I'm saying the situation around you was making you feel like you couldn't, okay? So things are getting much better, and you're being brought to a place where it's like, okay, this is absolutely time. I feel safe. I've mothered myself. You know, I can mother a child. Interesting. So what's this past life story? Listen in. Okay. All right. So this this is spinning around. Creativity. Take a risk if you are led to a creative life. Okay. Invite creativity into your life. Create something new for yourself. Okay. So there's like a Friday marks the transition of I'm getting someone going, okay, on a Friday it's like I'm going to be more creative. I've got these juices flowing, okay? When you're being creative, all that creativity comes from the sacral, right? The stomach. Orange, innovation is creation. And what's happening here is I've seen a spirit hand kind of inside someone's stomach. pushing and nurturing the stomach, meaning that the finger is removing any stress that's been around those organs. Okay, so it's like releasing all that tension around, wanting. Okay, so when we let that go, it's all about the timing of love. Okay, because when I'm getting someone here who wants to be a mother or to birth this project, it has to be in the right time, and it has to be in the right environment, and it has to have the right support mechanisms in order for that child or that project to flourish, right? So a mother's love, that's her interpretation of going, subconsciously in the body, you know when it's time, okay? And when we push, things need to evolve around the outside to make way for new to come through. Healing, okay. So the more you tap into your creative endeavors, how you apply love to your creativity is giving you healing. It's healing your past wounds and forgiveness and awareness. So by healing and mothering yourself, you can become a healing force to others, okay? Physical healing can happen once your wounds have been confronted. So what I'm getting here is that if you're resonating with this energy currently, this is saying your baby will come through when your wounds have been healed. So when we talk about, being birthed, there's some type of traumatic experience there for the child, because the child's kept within the mother's womb where it's safe, right? And the mother is providing everything, every life force it needs to be able to survive into the birthing process. Now, you think about it, like, if any of us tried to squeeze through a tiny pipe, right, just to get out the other side, that's quite, that change and transformation is instant. And it's like, whoa, okay, so, Spirit just said, mention now I don't know everything. I learn as I go, and I teach as I learn as I go, okay? What I'm getting here is that there's someone, it's an awareness, it's a thought, right? Because this magical healing is around you at this time, and someone's feeling like a stranger and disconnected, okay? So once this connection comes together, that's knowing thyself, you know what I mean? You can know others. Okay, so this is bringing me back to the birthmark. Spirit's wanting you to do some research on your birthmark. So where is it on your body? How dark is the birthmark? Is it quite light? Is it quite small? Is it quite big? So do your research on what birthmarks mean and see what you come up with. Generally, if you're getting goosebumps on something you read, that's your soul saying, yeah, there's some truth there for you, okay? If you're kind of reading through stuff and you're like, yeah, nah, that doesn't really, like, my soul doesn't resonate with that, that's okay. There might be a different subliminal meaning for you that's a little bit deeper, and perhaps maybe someone hasn't written about that aspect. So in like all spiritual energies, people are teaching within their own means, and I teach from my experience. So otherwise, I can't teach you otherwise, right? I have nothing to lean on. My experience has been assisting everyone and everything. So when I started this channel, it's about assisting spirit, to assist spirit to get the messages out to people. So what this is we could very well be just, connecting in with your spirit baby. Say yes. So there's a lot of beautiful timing here. Timing is when focus on your creative means. That's going to heal you. Now, give me one more card from this, please, Spirit. Okay, so dreams, celebrations, and social occasions. So this is being guided to social areas where you're able to provide love to others. Are you concerned about a commitment? This is coming in over partnerships and relationships, okay? So are you concerned about a commitment, and do you have fears around a social situation? Would you like to break free from the repressed you? Okay, so with what I'm getting here is how someone thinks about their body. There's a little energy under there where you've taken on a belief from somebody else, and that energy sits in your body. So you're needing to cleanse and heal that out, okay? So Spirit's really wanting to come in and cleanse out that negative energy from your sacral, okay? You are beautiful, regardless of gender. You are loved, and when you love yourself, that's when you actually feel it. Now, if someone or something or anyone has made you feel any other than worthy to provide love to yourself and others, this person they've left a negative effect on how you feel about your body, okay? That child is saying, Mom, I need you to love yourself so that I feel loved inside you, okay? That's that energy I'm giving, because it's very important here. I'm getting intergenerational trauma, right? If, you know, mothers become mothers, become mothers, become mothers. And if that mother has a greater sense of awareness, that mother will provide better nurturing care to the next, okay? So the more that mother learns about herself and her environment, the more better life she can provide for her child, her spirit baby. So spirit baby saying, thank you for working on healing yourself, because this means that I can come through. All right, why was I guided for these? Okay, where are you being called to journey to? Nutrition. All right. Okay, so better foods. You might be eating great foods, but maybe it might be a generational thing or a genetic thing. Look, I'm not a professional or practitioner in any of these forms. I'm just reading the information in front of me, okay? If you want, if this rings true, then go seek professional assistance, because they can help you exactly in those areas that they've been trained to, all right? I just read the energy. What we've got here is nutrition, all right? So you're being called to eat better foods, and I always say meds, MEDS, so music, sound frequencies. Who and what are we listening to, and how do we believe that affects our body? If you say, I love myself, I am doing the best for myself, I am beautiful. If you're saying this every day in the mirror, this is good audio frequency coming back at you. Confirmations, right? So music and sound frequencies, eating, foods, nutritions. What are we putting inside our body that provides that nourishing energy? You know, like, for example, nothing on fast foods, but like, you know, their convenience. That's what fast food is. If you're hungry and you just don't have time to cook, people tend to take the quickest option, right? But what's happening is, when we eat, you know, McDonald's or something, for example, we feel good for a period of time. And then our body starts telling us that, oh, I either need more food because I didn't get enough nutrients, or, you know, I need a second burger because I need more sugar. Whatever that is, it's whatever you're putting into your body, it needs to be in alignment with your genetics. So maybe this could be connecting with someone who's able to really hone in on your genetics and what type of foods you need for your body, okay? Because there might just be some slight little tweak of changing of nutrition, which actually changes everything. The way you think and feel about yourself, and therefore gives you more energies to produce and create and provide love, right? So D is for dancing, and this is talking about movement, how you move your body, how you express it, right? When we dance, when we move, when we walk, being mindful of, you know, each step that we take. Where is my body holding the most tension? You know, if I'm standing straight, if I stand a little bit with my feet apart, okay. If my feet apart a little bit more and I stretch my arms out, where am I feeling the most tension that I can work through to release? Okay, so this is being mindful of where the stresses are in the body while you're moving through life. And MEDS, so we get to S, is singing and singing. This is the expression, right? The sounds, how you express yourself creatively, right? Whether you play instruments, we've got you know, violins, we've got, you know, any type of string instrument essentially, but I don't know which one that is. It's not a violin because the violins are smaller. Feel free to comment if you know what that instrument is, the musicians listening. But like, you know, singing, how are you expressing yourself? And are the things that you are saying true to your nature? Or, you know, is how someone else is expressing back to you, you know, coming back around to that sound, music and speech, singing, right? So making sure all forms of nutrition are being received, auditory, you know, supplementing food, things like that. So speak to who you need to, okay? So you're being guided to speak to someone about your nutritious needs, okay? Because this is fundamentally important to how you provide moving forward, okay? And I must say, like, the world these days, a lot of things, you know, if the food's not fresh, then it's probably not the best, okay? We've got bus and coach, all right? So this is like, you're being guided to travel somewhere, okay? And buses and coaches are generally considered as public transport, okay? And we do have this coming out in your social house and moving into towards the direction of your purpose. So we've got the bus here and the coach. So this could be, you know, people moving people towards greater needs. What we have here is plastic surgery, okay? So what's happening is that we need to be mindful that, you know, changing the outside doesn't always change the inside, okay? So we've got here principle, all right? Moving towards greater things, okay? And not necessarily just changing something on the outside, right? It has to start within. This is the principle. All right, so inspection and regulation. So you're being guided to do this often. Whether you feel like tapping into that routine on the daily, I highly recommend, you know, getting into that routine. I chose green because I'm eating some grapes at the moment. So, you know, green, when I say green, it talks about growth, you know, and green is also associated to the chakra of the heart. And like, you know, eating little bits of fruit in doses, you know, I'm just using this as an example. Maybe more fruits are needed rather than lollies, you know, because fruits are nature's lollies, right? They are nature's lollies. Beautiful. Okay. All right, so let's go over here. What's this? Compassion, devotion, humility, humanity, grace. Medical. Okay. Especially if you're wanting to have children, like, I've not been through this process, but we're all aware that when you become pregnant, there are quite a lot of appointments you have to go to, right? There's a lot of vitals that need to be checked over time to make sure things are going right. But this is talking about making sure those things are in place beforehand, right? You know, celebrating things. So we've got medical here. This is, I just heard stress test. And I did mention that before, being aware of where the pressures are in the body when you're moving around. But if you're not very good at practicing that, because that's something that's learned over time, right? Because it's through your own awareness. But a medical, like a stress test, can help us learn where we need to focus on, okay? So definitely reach out to the professionals if you're feeling like any of these messages are really resonating, okay? So we've got medical coming out in the health and partnerships and relationships, okay? So maybe it might be really, okay, so this is great news. You're getting good news from tapping into this medical advice, okay? Wow. Yeah, look, better than expected. So I feel like there's just like one little slight tweak that changes everything, right? And it's like things can come in now. You know, we've got clocks and watches, so in the right timing, okay? We've got development and improvement. So having that knowledge, so medical generally, you know, when we look at x-rays and things like that, we're actually getting infographics of what the inside of the body looks like, or what it's doing, what's going on. Okay, so the professional who's trained to read that imagery, they're going to be able to tell you a lot about what's going on the inside. And when you're hearing this information being fed and said back to you, you're going to be like, oh, wow, oh, that's all. Like, it was just that little thing that I was missing from life, and it changed everything. I am getting an itchy hand, so this is like lots of good new stuff coming in. What we have here, equipment, and I just seen someone at the gym, so making sure that you know, if you are wanting to work on your physical abilities, check in with you know, check in with your medical team as well, because you've got personal trainers who have sort of studied the edge of like the medical field, because they're in addition to approving the human body, right? So they did a lot of these overlap, and they know that. Okay, you know that. But it's just about connecting with the right person. You know, we could have so many people in the medical field, but it's like you want to see a particular doctor because you just, the way they explain things is spot on. You know what I mean? So it's like, I need to go back to them because they don't waste my time and they give me exactly what I need when I need it, meaning information. Okay, so yeah, equipment. I'm being pulled back to these cards. So what's this release of the petals? Transformation, death, and rebirth. So this is giving me that, like, where was lost in the past always comes back through. Okay. Shedding and all change. All right, so spot on. All right, so you're hitting the mark here. Something's like undeniably true for you. So when you go through this process, okay, so what we have here, death and rebirth, shedding or change. Love is old, wise, and strong. It supports me and it's my guiding light. So you have a wish granted. Beautiful. What we have here is that your spirit baby is quite similar to you. So two minds think alike, samesies. Or this could be, you know, the medical professional you might be working with. They really think the same way that you do. That's why you connect so well, okay? Those types of things. Surround yourself with people who give you the right knowledge to better yourself and the people in your environment. So someone in your social circle who you've met before. So we've got 3 degrees of separation. So you could be connecting with someone who is a friend of a friend, or is a friend of a family member, or that type of energy, okay? So you've met them before, or you've seen them at a party, or like maybe you've gone into that medical institution and you've seen them walk by, but you don't really know much of them, okay? So there's been a very close degree here that's like been trying to connect this whole time. Happiness is free, okay? Happiness is free. An official will come to honor the outcome. Okay, so, wow. This is, this is like the registry, you know, the birth certificate, that type of official. In a locket, jewelry and charms. Okay, so this gives me for someone who kept a charm for the first baby. They're aware and they say we see it and we love it. Okay, so there's something connected to a charm or a symbol that you bought to represent honoring that transition. Okay, so imagination is your creation. What we think of, we bring into being, okay? So keep things positive, keep things healthy, keep things appropriate, all right? We've got here, social media, okay. Yeah, okay, so we had TikTok before and social media, right? So support is coming to help. This information you're receiving through social forms, the algorithms, where you're going to be able to go, that's where I need the help from, or this is the person I need to help me, right? Something will become aware to you and you're like, this is it, this is the The last dot I need to connect just to bring me in through to this, what I want, okay? You hold knowledge that will help someone survive. So give them safety. Wow. Your energy is just beautiful. And if I'm speaking to, masculine energies who are working through building a family, right? So this is, surrogates and things like that. You're still really still operating in that feminine energy, right? Because someone has to play each of the roles. Someone has to do mother and someone has to do father, because a child needs both of those mechanisms in order to grow healthy. All right, so when you connect in to do this for yourself, to better yourself, you're actually helping someone else as well. Wow. So it's a two-way exchange. You're helping yourself and you're helping someone else. Can read minds, knows what you're thinking because you're showing them. Window washing. Okay, so when you present to this person, or the energy through TikTok or social media, because you're expressing that energy, whether you're saying that and the algorithms are picking up, or whether you're searching certain things, that message is coming through, okay? That message will come through, and just like that, spirit baby will come through as well, right? So it's like looking through a window, The mind is the soul's eyes. The soul's eyes is, what's that saying? The eyes are the windows of the soul, sorry. All right, and we've got a friend that hangs around, has something to say, 7 to 14 days, okay? All right, so we've got a friend who's got something to say in 7 to 14 days. Okay, so you're being guided to use your discernment, all right? So we did say before, we've got gossips, hexes, and curses, all right? So don't take on any negative energies and don't feed into the dark, right? Don't feed into gossip. And if someone's speaking something to you and you're feeling the underlying energy is negative, cut the cord, let the emotional attachment go, all right? It's not serving you. It's only serving that person's negative intention, okay? I'm not saying your friend is horrible, but this energy's come up. So a friend that hangs around has something to say, 7 to 14 days. The answers are right in front of you. So take a step back for clarity, and being too close is sometimes too confusing. All right, so just let the information come. See how that resonates with you, and then make your mind up for yourself, okay? But Spirit wanted you to know about this, all right? So what you want for yourself, generally other people don't want that for you, okay? And if they don't want what's best for you, then they're probably not a good person for you, right? If they're going out of their way to try and dictate or persuade your journey and the things that you want, then, Spirit's really wanting you to make sure that you align yourself with people who are good for your health, okay? Because it's all about creating this environment of safe love, protection, nurturing, and growth, right? We all want that love. We all want to be protected. We all want to be nurtured. We all want to grow. So being a mother, you are responsible to provide that to others, but you cannot provide that to others without knowing how to do that for yourself, okay? And I'm not saying you've been doing a wrong job at all. All I'm saying is that the world has made things so confusing, and, there's a stigma to this and a stereotype to that. And if you're not this, then you're that, okay? Just let that stuff go, because this is you finding your own way through motherhood, right? This is your own journey of love. And I don't care if you're male or female or however you identify, we all have feminine energies and we all have masculine energies, right? And we all have an inner child in us, okay? Our inner child helps us relate, okay? Our inner child doesn't dictate. It just helps us relate, all right? Last message here. Thinking of the mind, support from siblings, especially around the energies of your possessions and the things you keep around you, the things you've worked for, okay? So there's a deep dive here. We've got deep dive. Deep dive within the mind and reflection on the things that you've brought into your life, okay? Deep dive. The Kingfisher. All right, so 62, 2 and 6 is significant. And what we have here: peace, good fortune, balance, courage, and confidence, okay? When you fear the unknown, the Kingfisher asks you to take place your trust in the universe. Its magic will give you the courage to plunge straight in with an open mind. Kingfisher dives into the water to catch its prey with precision, confidence, and complete trust in their ability. Trust and believe in yourself. Be mindful of your ego and enjoy the newfound peace and freedom of immerging yourself into the unfamiliar. This beautiful bird asks you to be mindful of engaging in too much work and not enough play. Balance is so important, so don't forget to play and care for your children or inner child. The Kingfisher also asks you to dive into your deepest desires, right? Tap into that creativity to heal those wounds. So your deepest desires will be revealed to you throughout that creative process, okay? So remain true to your ideals and embrace obstacles and challenges, for they bring valuable lessons. So it may be time to assess people and situations around you. Be courageous and respectful of your needs by surrounding yourself with positivity to renew your energy and environment. So call on the Kingfisher energy when you're feeling uncertain about new ventures or experiences. Call on the Kingfisher when you need your confidence, when you need to feel more confident. And, for help removing any unwanted influences that may, hexes, curses, and gossiping, for more peace and serenity. So the advice here is to dive into the unknown. The third eye chakra, Anja, and the sacral chakra, Svadhisthana. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but the sacral kept coming up, right? So it's holding the heart, but we're speaking about the energy of the tummy. The mantra here is, I believe in myself and I dive into the unknown. I believe in myself and I dive into the unknown. It's quite beautiful. I would love to know if these dates actually ring true at any point of receiving this reading, because that would be wonderful. Wonderful to know. If this reading resonated with you, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. This enables me to grow my channel and to continue providing these readings. I do have 3 jobs. This is one of them, although it's not paying at the moment. I'm just doing it as a hobby. But I do this on my downtime because for me, it creatively heals me. So you're tapping into something else that, something, it could be similar, it might be different, but whatever it is for you, that's that energy. Okay. Wow. Thank you so much, beautiful souls. I wish you a beautiful day, beautiful week, beautiful year, a beautiful life. Yeah. All right. Well, until the next reading, take care. Bye for now.